Hello and welcome along and welcome back to Little Norton. We're going to get started on the harvest today. We've got two fields that are ready. Fields 48 and 47 are both ready to harvest. So we're going to be getting onto those. That is our field of wheat and our field of canola, I think. Which is great news. Absolutely fantastic news to have those two ready. Looking at our weather... we actually got a dry day today, a dry day tomorrow-ish. So ideally what I'd like to do is get the wheat cut first and get that baled up. If I can do that, then we'll be in a good position. We can't start yet though, because as you can see it is wet. We've got the wet crop icon still on. So we're cleaning out our cows and our sheep first. I don't think they either need feeding. What I'm going to do is just run over here and open that up so that the cows get some water. And then we're sorted here. And we're going to get the combine and things into position as well. So we've got a few bits and pieces to do before we can harvest. But we want to just get all our ducks in a row, make sure everything is in the right position first. So that is it with this tractor, I think. If we have a look at our cows, cattle pasture is good for water. They could do with a little bit of that, but they're at the moment they're good with grass and clover, and therefore they can be working. They can be kept okay with that for a bit. We're going to really hit it into the high gear with the cows sort of come the winter time, when we're looking at getting the milk production started and going, and then we can do that. For now though, we've got plenty of grass in the field, so they can be working with that. Let's get a bale spike on. Now actually we don't need the bale spike on. We are going to need some other bits, but first I'm going to head up to the top over here, and we want to get the bucket on this. So that is, I think that's all hay bales there for our sheep. We need to go and clear our sheep out. Now, the thing we've got with our sheep at the moment is that because it drops drops grass on their feeding trough, there's no space for us to put any extra grass, so we're going to need to just pile it up at the side, just to keep our sheep clean, because there's nothing else we can do. We've got clover bales there, so yeah, we're actually in a really good position as far as feed goes for our animals. Looking to up the health of the sheep, because obviously after the first year we will get, well, we want to fatten up, we don't have any lambs at the moment, but we want to fatten up lambs coming new year. We also want to keep it going. They've got hay here, a bale of hay sitting at our sheep trough, which means we've got grass that we can't get up. There we go. That's cleared it. And if we pile it up outside, it just sort of naturally rots out. Which is good. How much hay is in this bale? That is down to 583 litres. I'm just wondering, for sheep... Yeah, hay is something separate to grass, so that's good. We'll have clover silage for them soon, and we should have sugar beet for them soon as well. They're at 61%, so that's good. We have no lambs this year. We are looking at lambs next year, which would be great news, and should work brilliantly for us. We're not going to spend a lot of time on winter on this map. We are running 9-day seasons. This is why we've now got into late summer with day 7. And we will go and skip a lot of that during winter. We've not actually had need to skip anything yet, which really surprises me. I thought we were possibly going to have a day or two to skip. I think during the harvest, we may end up skipping a day or two if we've got a wet day. But here, we are done with our sheep. So now, I want... Nope, not that combine or that. The 720 Vario power. There we go. Interestingly, I saw one of these carting, not this exact look, but yeah, we had one of these carting in the field next to my house yesterday. Really interesting to watch. I spent a little time watching it, and I'm watching the combine, which was a class Lexion 750. Oh wow, what has been going on here? So this is the first time we've opened this shed since we put this stuff back here, and it looks like that's wonderful realism driving over that, but not much choice. So we'll put this in the shed for now. We're not be getting these seeders out. The Fendt Katana we will be using it later. But for now, we need to get this header out, which has sort of moved about a bit annoyingly. Yeah, we're going to have great fun getting in here. Burst this in. Grab this here. Right, so... Well, the nice thing is, when we get this down to the far field, or the fields that we're looking to harvest, we should be able to very easily get this, well, we can leave this down there with the header off, because most of our fields, in fact all of our fields that we're working are down there, so we won't need to put the header back on the header trailer until we finish harvest this year, which is absolutely brilliant. Again, one of the reasons I love this map is these roads and the fact that the farm is all connected like this is just brilliant. So these 3 fields down here will all be harvested using this header. I think it's 3 fields down here. Oh no, it's 2 fields down here. So we only have 2 fields to harvest with the combine. Then we have one with Fendt Katana, and then one with the one with a sugar beet harvester, which we don't have yet. So we do still have that to come, but we can just bring this. Right, now this is going to be quite a tight turn with this trailer, so I'm hugging the left-hand side. But yeah, there we go. So what I can do here is bring this over here. Then this can go here. Well, actually, this can go in the middle like this pretty nicely, I think. Yeah, there we go. So we'll leave that there like that. And we'll go and grab ourselves our trailer and our combine. So we've got plenty of time to get set up here. And hopefully, once we're set up, this might have dried out. We're 8:30 at the moment. I'm expecting sort of 10 o'clock. It's not been, I don't think it was an overly wet day last time. So I'm not expecting our crops to be that wet. We still need to buy, we do actually still need to buy something to clean these tractors with. This tractor is so dirty. Right, there we go. Yeah, straw is an absolute must off this field. We only have the single field of strawable or baleable straw this year. Go. Our large Smith Fieldmaster trailer. This will do us well for pretty much everything we're looking to cart on this farm. There we go. Through here. Take this the other way, although that makes it a little bit tough to get through. Should be alright. Yeah, we've got a lot of hay making ability and very little straw making ability. Possibly could have done with one more arable field. We do have options though in that regard. We do have two pretty big grass fields. So we're in a position where we can get those. We could turn one of those into another field. I'm thinking the one right by our shed would be a really good choice for that. Okay, round it in. And we'll get this out of the way and we can bring our combine in to get that started on here. Yeah, and the easiest thing for us to do, absolutely, is to get started on our wheat here. Now, how ready is it? 21%, so I'm expecting it to drop very, very soon. Let's jump out of this tractor and head over to the combine, and we can get that down to the field now as well. Oh, my favourite part of this, getting into the harvest. And it's going to be, there's not a huge amount to do harvest wise with the combine on here, amazingly, but we should get a really good set from the first year. And once we've got that, what we can do is go and go and buy more fields, hopefully after this year, and expand our farm, make even more money, and we've got to, in order to make our money, in order to do well on this series, we need to basically cover the 2 million, I think it was either 2 or 3 million that we started with on here. Let's go back and check. But yeah, that's a lot of money for us to make back. I'm really wondering, can we do it over 3 years on here? That would be absolutely awesome. But I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued to see how far we can go with this series. It's such an excellent map and there's so much potential in it. So let's bring this round like so. And in fact, perfect. The wet crop icon has gone as we approach the field. Very, very happy with that. Right, lift that up. Look that on. There we go. Seems to have them, but there's no... Yeah, okay. Let's see if this works. So, unfold our harvester. Make sure that we are creating swaths. So, disable straw froth. Enable straw froth. There we go. Start her up. Oop. Yeah, field 48 is what we want to do. This is not going to take very long with this combine. We are in. And away we go. Time to get some wheat cut. We're on the first line on the headland. And we're getting a pretty good yield of this. Quite happy. It's at 25% just off that first run. That should hopefully give us a really, really nice amount of this field. I'm not expecting so much off this back run here. I think we might get up to maybe 35, add another 10% on. So not expecting to get a full tank by the end of the first headland. We're only going to do 2 headlands on here as well. I'm adjusting the comb a little bit up and down. Basic idea behind that is that you want to tease the top of the crop into your header, onto the knives. That way you're not knocking any heads off or knocking any grains out, but at the same time you're making sure that everything gets gathered in. And it's yeah, I love the little mechanics. I love that while it has no effect in the game, I can still have a play around with that kind of stuff on here, and feel like I'm making a difference to it, and feel like I'm actually combining this properly. Something else I hadn't noticed: this field has a massive dip down this side. I have not noticed that before. There's some things that you don't, until you're behind the wheel in the combine, that you don't notice, that you just don't see, because you're not necessarily paying that much attention to the whole of the field like that, until you can sit up here and look at it from a different perspective. So yeah, there's a massive dip at this point in the field at the top. That is going to cause a really big wet hole at some point. So coming up to the end, I'm very tempted actually to empty the combine as we get to the top here, because we've got our tractor and trailer up here, and it would make sense, rather than to have to run around and get it done, to just empty up here. We're going to be a good 70% full when we do that, and that means that we can then empty when we come to the end of the second headland, and do it that way. Come out here, make sure that we get all of this, make sure we don't hit the tractor. Yeah, so when we swing round, it makes sense for us to empty our combine. So we'll do that as well. Really pleased with that first cut. That has done well. Bring that out. Don't need to have all that running while we empty this out. And there we go. Combine is just about empty. Like, this takes a little while to empty this combine, but that's got it. So bring that back in and start her up, and we've got to go round the field this way this time. We now want to keep the auger out of the crop, so that if we do need to empty as we're going round, then we're fine. Based on that first round, we won't need to. We should be able to easily get round this field without needing to empty. I will empty again at that point, because what we do want to do is just basically keep this running as smooth as we can. We've got plenty of time to do this harvest. So yeah, I want to get this wheat cut and done, and yeah, it should be fairly good yield off here. I think we're looking at least 25,000 litres just off these headlands, so we could be in the line for maybe what, 32 to 40. Can we get, if we can get 2 more loads off this field, then we will be absolutely laughing. 50,000 litres of wheat off here would be brilliant. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. And as expected, coming to the end of the second headland, we are nowhere near full. Yeah, pretty good. So I'm very happy with that. And I think this is a field where I'm not going to need GPS, I don't think. I think we're running pretty good where we are. Just going to jump out, have a look at how full our trailer is. So we're not even 35% full yet. We will take at least another load off here. 28,000 litres this trailer will take up to. So that is good news. Let's see how we're doing. So still 43% left to empty. And we're empty. So that having been done, we just need to... Now I'm going to have a look here. This field is actually thin enough for us to do down each side and work it that way, I think. But we could cut down the middle and set our GPS. We could cut down the middle and set our GPS actually. Yeah, let's do that. You can, yeah. I mean, there are two ways of doing this, but I'm gonna do the GPS way, I think. So make sure that we are on the right course. Yeah, there we go. So turn on the GPS, set our first point, turn on our harvester, down, great, and then we will set our second point, set our width, set the GPS, and we are all good. Looking absolutely wonderful there. We're away. Now looking at this, we've got 35%, I think we've got 23% off the first row. It is very, very nicely working this. We're looking at having at least another full tank off here, which is great news. I think we're only about 50-ish% full on the trailer, maybe just over, which we should be able to handle then with this. Break that for a moment, make sure that we get that there. And I think what we'll do today is we've got plenty of time to get that canola in. So I'm hoping that what we'll be able to do is get this baled up today, with threat of rain coming the next game day. I think very wise to get this baled today, get that done, and then we're in a position where we can get that collected up, and we then don't have to worry about getting the straw in. If we put this on here and have a look, yeah, so we're dry all of this day. We're dry for the first half of the next game day. And then we're dry going into the rest of well, that's autumn at that point. Oh no, that's the last day of summer there. So that's good. That's good all round. We should be in a position where we can get this baled up today, maybe collected up at the beginning of the next video, and then we're in a good position following that to get this. To get the canola done on the last day of summer, going into the autumn, and yeah, not having to worry about it, which would be very, very nice and very good. Always suddenly turns me to the side when I engage the GPS for some reason. Overcorrects itself. But we're good, and we're gonna end up with pretty much a full trailer at the end of it. Sorry, a full combine at the end of this. Is all of this wheat gonna fit into a single trailer? Is the question. It'd be pretty cool if it did. And I am very much loving this. Also, are we destroying stubble? We are. We're destroying stubble with the combine. That is amazing. That's absolutely incredible. So that is the enhanced crop destruction that comes with the Maize Plus add-on, which is, yeah, really quite something. what I'm going to do is lift this here. We're at 91% of this. Might as well keep the combine going and go and get the tractor and trailer. Better when I was backing off. Yeah. Right. Now, that is at 180, so we can hire... No, I can't hire a worker with this combine. Okay, not the end of the world. We'll get this to be full then, and go and grab ourselves a tractor and trailer. 98, 99... there quite nicely. Run back here quickly. And we can, with this trailer, we can actually run a single man harvesting operation, which is good news. Otherwise, I've got to set course play anything. 17,000. Ooh, we're not quite going to have enough space in this trailer for this, so we'll have to go and empty this out, I think. So, yeah, we'll get this emptied. And yeah, looks like we're going to end up with a full trailer before we empty our combine. So let's get this back to the farm. We'll just turn the combine off. There's no point in leaving that running and wasting fuel. So yeah, go and get this tipped. But that's good. 28,000 litres off this field. Really good start with a couple of rows left at least. I think we're going to have, well, yeah, as I said, about 32. I think 32,000 litres off here would not surprise me at all. Wow, there's quite a bit of weight in this trailer, in this 28,000 litres worth. I saw this tractor, or this, I think it was a 720. They were pulling a Baling, which must be a 16,000 litre. So this is quite a bit bigger. I think having something that takes 25,000 litres would be good. But maybe we should be carting this with it. Well, we should, or either that, or we should just have more weight on the front of this tractor. I think that might be part of our problem. Right, can we get this round here? Yes. There we go. And tip it. This trailer, of course, is by 4D Modding. It's an absolutely cracking mod list. You can get it off this Facebook page. I don't think it's been released on the Mod Hub yet, but certainly if you head over to 4D Modding's Facebook page, you can get this trailer on PC for now. I should think when he eventually tries to get it out for console, it would be a Lizard branded one. I do love the GB reversed that gate on here. That has made a massive difference to just manoeuvrability in the yard in general. Yeah, such a huge difference that. And we're going to be using this trailer quite a bit because we've got it's going to be useful for doing sugar beet, where we've got a lot of sugar beet coming off the field, and it's going to be useful for doing chaff from the corn as well. Yeah, just going to be all round useful. That. But I'm expecting to be able to fit the rest of this field in the tank of the combine. So we'll leave this here. And we'll go and jump back in our combine. There we go. We are still on the same course. We just want to put our auger in. Yeah, we might get a full tank off here. I doubt it. We don't have 4 rows to go, so no. It's going to be a partial tank we get. I want it to come off the GPS there because I don't want to be collecting up straw in my header. And easier just to throw it in the middle of the header down that. Make sure we don't miss anything. Not that we should using the GPS. That should be all good. And I think we're going to manually do this last row as well. Yeah, because that isn't a full header's width. So could we have positioned ourselves better at the beginning? Maybe. Might have been wise to have gone down this end row and set our GPS from there. But nah, I think we're fine. We had a full row most of the way there. We've got a decent row in the middle here. We're gonna have another. Yeah, are we gonna reach 32,000? So we've got. Yes, yeah. If we hit 4,000 here, we'll get 32,000 litres off this field. Not the most massive of money that we'll make off here, but we should make at least 20,000 off this field. And this actually tallies with roughly what I saw yesterday. The amounts we're getting off here. Prices I don't know, but yeah, certainly the amount is expected. Oh wow. That is more than a header's width there. It's alright for most of the rest of this, but we're going to have to come back and get that little bit. That's fine. We're going to be getting the harvester up at the top end of this field. But yeah, that has got this field done and dusted. Very pleased with that, or just about. We have a tiny bit left to get in this top corner. There we go. And done. Right, with that cut, what I want to do is turn the thresher off, put the auger out, and we'll take the we'll park the combine over near the canola field. No point in taking that all the way back to the barn if we're going to be working on it again soon. But we're going to take this tractor and trailer back to the shed. We'll drop the trailer off, and we'll go and grab the baler, and we'll get this field baled up. I think is the next job to do. Combine is empty, so take our auger in, and we'll go and park up our combine. Over here. So turn it off and let's go and tip this grain. Here we go. So an extra 4,388 litres into our silo. That should take us up to 49,738. We actually have a little bit in storage of everything. So yeah, because we started on new farmer on here, not start from scratch. I'm just gonna go and drop this trailer in this yard here, and then we can grab the fast bale. So yeah, plenty of space. We can just bring this here and drop our Smith Super Cube. Oh, and while we're here, We need fuel in this tractor, I think. We should be alright for today, but I'm constantly forgetting to fuel up my tractors. So, while I remember, we've got 2,100 litres here. There we go. Yeah, we're okay. I'm hoping after this first year, we're going to be able to go and buy enough fuel to fill our 2 fuel tanks. That would be good. We got plenty. We're okay. But yeah, it's one of those things where I fear getting to there and then just finding I don't have enough fuel to fuel a tractor. That would be bad. There we go. Can we get out this way? Yes, we can. So yeah, let's get this fast bale down to the field and get it started. There we go, down at the field. Let's start her up, drop her down, and we are going to start actually with a clover bale off here. So yeah, we've got that. Should be all right. Yeah, we'll kick that out. And you can see this is running at 6 miles an hour at the moment. Somebody said last time that this runs at the appropriate speed for this baler to be able to handle however big your swath is. So that is great news. That should that's why we're going a bit faster here than we were with the Windroad up Clover before, because we're in a position where we whoa. Well, actually, no, that hasn't gone quite as I'd hoped. Oh wow, at all. You can get that though. So that bale is trying to roll out inside. So yeah, we've got to tailor our speed, I think, to be a little bit slower. Right, lift and get this round. So I think if we go about 8 miles an hour, maybe 8 or 9 miles an hour. We'll try at 9 initially. So there and down, and we'll see if that keeps us running at a decent rate. That we then don't have to stop. So it's tailoring the speed so we don't have to stop, basically. Seems to be pretty good at 9 miles an hour. Yep, releasing, as long as that pre-chamber doesn't get full. Okay, up to 10. Doing really well. Right, so I'm going to continue baling this because we're going at a decent rate and it's working well. So that's the headlands done. I now want to go around, and we're going to start from the other end, getting this baled up, because we know we have full rows the whole way across. It's just the last row on on the farm side that isn't a full row. So we're going to keep going up and down here, and you can see where all the crop destruction is happening for the stubble. I'm really impressed by that, and the amount of stuff that is happening with. Really cool. So yeah, we're just going to continue on and get the rest of this field done. Nice number of bales. I will check how many we got just before we finish, but it's a really good number of bales, and it looks like it's going to be a pretty good time to finish once we've got these done. Coming up to the final sort of half row here, and we've got well over 30 bales at this point. I think we've got like 32, 33 bales. We'll have a quick check at the end, but it's, yeah, we've got a lot of bales up here, which is really great news. Are we going to get a full bale off here? No, we're up to 50, 60%. But that is all good. Bales are all done. So that is our wheat field done and baled and cut and everything. How many bales do we have? 33 bales over that. Absolutely brilliant. Very, very pleased with that. And that is that field done and dusted. Absolutely brilliant. I think we're going to leave this here as a result. Pretty good place to end. We can get these collected up next time. We may even get that canola cut. For now, though, all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please give it a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. And for all the latest videos from Virtual Farmer, please subscribe to the channel and ring that bell. And I will see you next time. Goodbye.